Hi friends, please subscribe and like my channel.
My name's Ethan. I'm 34. My wife Olivia is 31. We've been married for 8 years, together for 11. She was my light, or so I thought. Hugging her felt like warming up next to a fear you built with your bare hands. It felt earned, deep, real. We met in college. He was major in engineering. She was studying marketing. She was brilliant, bubbly, beautiful. Her love, God, that love could make the whole library's mill. We clicked right away. Our love story was fast and intense. We moved in together within 3 months, engaged in a year, married within 3. Fast forward to the past 2 years. We'd bought a house. We were financially stable. I worked from home as a logistics analyst, and she was a rising star at a marketing agent's. Why? The only thing we never quite managed was having kids, not for lack of trying. Some miscarriages, some false hopes. I could see it was wearing on her. She started going to gym more, picking up yoga classes, becoming more obsessed with her appearance. At first, I was glad she had an outlet. Then it slowly became a space between us. She was coming home exhausted, smelling like men's cologne. I didn't want to jump into conclusions, so I waited. One evening, he was cleaning the laundry room when he found a gym bag I'd never seen before. Inside was a gift box with men's cologne used, an engraved bracelet that read, "Toho and no more secrets," and only of those Polaroid-style photo prints you get from booths. It washer and their gym trainer. Mark. I recognize him from the few times I went with her, tall, chiseled, smug. In that photo, they were kissing. I went numb. Something inside me broke, but not loudly, just quietly, cracked like frozen ice under our feet. You know, you re-falling but not sure how deep it goes. I didn't say anything. Immediate a copy of the photo, kept the original place exactly, how he found it. Then he planned, I began waking you earlier, checking her phone while she slept. Her password was still my birthday. Classic. They'd been together for at least 5 months. Messages ranged from I love your body to wish he wasn't in our way. One even had her asking Mark if he would ever want to start fresh. Mark replied, when he's out of the picture. That line burned into my brain. Now remember how I said there was more to this story? Here's where it takes a turn. What Olivia didn't know, what nobody knew, was that he'd been quietly battling testicular cancer for the last 6 months. I didn't tell her because I was still absorbing it myself. I was under routine checkups, early treatment, and yes, it was caught early, but the stress, the secrecy, my Cajun mood, it all made me withdraw a little from her. Instead of leaning in, she found comfort in some O'Neillsy. But that gave ideas. I didn't just want to divorce her. He wanted her truth. He wanted her face when he showed her what he had known, what I was fighting, and what she was throwing away. So he waited until our wedding anniversary. He booked a reservation at this high-end restaurant where we had our daddy night fee, wewerejust, told her to dress nice. I was calm, smiling. Waiting, well-oft, she even leaned in and kissed me on the nose. Snake, after dessert, I handed her an envelope. Her smile froze. Inside, the photo of her and Mark. Her voice cracked. How long? I cued her off and pulled out another envelope. Here's my oncologist's report, I said. She blinked, confused. What? I have cancer, Olivia. Had it for 6 months. You were sneaking out to love someone else or I was fighting for. Silence. Pin-dropping silence. She burst into tears right there. Restaurant manager was watching. Customers looked away awkwardly. I got up, left her with both envelopes. The divorce was finalized 2 months later. Shetrid reaching out, messaging, saying, I was confused. I thought you were drifting. I'm sorry. Her family called me, shocked. Stayed silent. She wasn't sorry she cheated. She was sorry she got caught. Now, I'm doing better. My health stable. My therapist calls me emotionally mature. I call it tired but alive. I'm not ready to love deeply again, but I will. And if you're reading this, check the gym bags. She thought she could win me back. But what? Found out about her new life. Destroyed her completely. After that night at the dinner, after I handed her those envelopes, Olivia was never the same. She tried to apologize every way possible. Texts, calls, emails, letters left on my doorstep. She even had someone new send flowers. But it was done. I wasn't just angry, I was emptied. There's something about betrayal while you refighting for your life. It makes you literally feel as human. Like you not an emotional being anymore. You just bone, skin, and bitterness walking around in a hoodie. I cut off contact outside of legal things. Our divorce moved faster than expected because she was guilt-ridden. She offered me the house. I said no. I wanted no connections, no memories, no shadows of the past. Then, 3 weeks after finalizing, Mark called me. Yep, her gym trainer, Mark. It was a Saturday morning. My phone buzzed with an unknown number. I don't usually answer those, but I was curious. My life had become surreal anyway. He just blurted out, I'm sorry, Ethan. It thought you needed to know Olivia's not what she told me. Apparently, she'd begun toxic habits after I left. Excessive drinking, jealous rages, snooping on Mark's phone. He wanted to break things off, said he felt like he was watching her slowly implode. But then the shocker. Mark sounded genuinely freaked out. He'd asked to go to the doctor with her for ultrasound. She kept making excuses. Eventually, she broke and admitted it was Ali. She told me she was pregnant. It nearly fell off my couch. Mark sounded genuinely freaked out. He'd asked to go to the doctor with her for ultrasound. She kept making excuses. Eventually, she broke and admitted it was Ali. She thought a baby would keep together. Desperation. Manipulation. I wasn't even mad anymore. Just stunned at the speed of her downfall. Mark said, I don't know why I'm calling you. I just feel like you need to know what you walked away from. I thanked him, blocked his number. Later that week, I received a voicemail from Olivia. She was crying again, voice hoarse from what sounded like hours and hours of sobbing. Ethan, I need to see you, please. I've done awful things. I've lost everything. My job fired me. Someone from HR found those old messages on my work laptop. I have to move out. Can we talk? Even just once? She wanted closure. I already had mean. But I agreed to neither. Not because I wanted to connect. Because I wanted to show her that was strong air. We met at a park bench where she said I first ked her out. She looked hollow, hair messy, eyes red, shaking. I'm so ashamed, she said. I looked at her for maybe a minute. No longer someone I loved, just a person. A weak, flawed person who tried to destroy my forever. He spoke once. You burned a bridge to your best friend for a chance of being held by a stranger. She cried harder. He sat for 5 minutes, let the silence crush her, then I go tup. Goodbye, Olivia. She grabbed my hand. I looked at her with the coldest eyes I've carried in my life and whispered, I beat you cancer-free. Now I beat you too. I walked away. It's been a year now. I'm healthier, stronger. I've even started dating again, slowly, carefully. You still get updates from mutual friends. Olivia moved in with her parents, got into rehab for 3 weeks. Still jobless, last I heard. She tried to apply at 2 places. Both rejected her after seeing their flags on her background check. I am not smiling about it, but I'm sleeping fine. Sometimes justice isn't a loud explosion. It's just quiet peace on the other side of your storm. She showed up at my engagement party, uninvited, and tried to expose me with a secret. That backfired horribly. It's been nearly a year and a half. A lot can happen in that much time, especially when you dedicate yourself toward building not revenge, not bitterness, just growth. After cutting Olivia out completely, I threw my energy into fitness, volunteering, and speaking at support groups for cancer warriors. I wasn't looking for love, but life has its plans. Enter Harper. She worked Data Foundation I fundraised with, calm voice, Candayez. Steady hands when I was nervous for speech. Yow. We talked twice before I said something like you have an old soul vibe. She laughed and just said, that's because I've been broken before and had to rebuild that ISIS without instructions. Yeah. We clicked. No drama. No secrets. No fake gimbags with hidden photos. Just real. After 6 months of talking, dating, supporting each other through our individual baggage, yes, get her to move with me. She sighed yes. 3 months ago, I proposed. Sunset by the lake. He hid the ring inside a book called New Chapters. She cried before even opening it. Said yes before I could finish asking. So we threw a party to share the news. Closest friends, family, co-workers, and a few neighbors. Everything was perfect. Until Olivia showed up. Yup, she wasn't on any guest list. She just appeared. Red lipstick, cold smile, wearing a dress she'd worn on her honeymoon. Audacity is a currency, and she seemed wealth why people stared. I walked toward her instantly before Harper could see her. I pulled Olivia aside and whispered, "What the hell do you think you're doing?" She just smiled. "You forgot we take it this park route every year around this month." I didn't forget. I wasn't having it. Leave before this gets ugly. But she spoke aloud. "You didn't tell her, did you?" My heart stopped. She continued. "About you getting in touch with Megan 2 months ago? About your voicemail saying you wanted to catch up? Should I play them?" People started looking over. My world tilted. Harper was watching now. I couldn't speak, because it never left a voicemail. In that moment I understood. She facked it. Somehow she go to voice notiorist old recordings. I was being played again. Harper walked over, calmly, gracefully, like a storm in heels. "Olivia, right?" Olivia stiffened. "Yes. I heard your little monologue, and I know it's a faki. You said to work in communications forensics. Your audio clips? They're stitched. I could prove it in 10 seconds with software. And if I did, that's felony harassment." Silence. Olivia looked like a bird that flew into something invisible. Harper continued, "I also found your burner Instagram months ago. Maybe get a better profile picture than doing your nails in my backyard from afar." My jaw dropped. "Wait, you knew?" Harper nodded. "She's been circling for years. I was just waiting for the day I david to end it publicly." Olivia tripped to walk away, but Harper wasn't done. "Oh, and only more thing," she said. She reached into purse, pulled out a police file. "Restraining order filed 10 minutes ago. Served." A security guard from the venue walked her off the property. Shield some slurs and empty threats, but I wasn't listening. Because I was looking at Harper, the woman who didn't just love me. She protected me. That night he held her and just said, "You me miracle." She kissed my chest and whispered, "No, you just finally let the good things find you." It's been 3 months since that night. Olivia's been silent since. Her Facebook deleted, her name forgotten. Harper and I are planning a small wedding ode, and sometimes I still look at the book titled New Chapters, not just a book. A reminder. You can be a shattered man one day and a bridgeman the next. Just don't look back at the ashes. We thought it was over until she tried to crash our wedding disguise Aita staff. 3 weeks before the wedding, I was on top of the world. Harper and I were making final plans for our ceremony in Italy, a vineyard wedding under the stars with less than 40 guests. Everything felt perfect. We had rings, our vows written, our flight tickets booked. Even my oncologist sent me cleared report for life insurance approval. Was this what healing felt like? Peace without us of nervous joy? Then Harper got a text from an unknown number. You can marry him, but you'll never really know him like did. Attached, a picture of me and Olivia from 5 years ago, standing at the top of a mountain, smiling, holding hands, old, innocent, irrelevant. But of the wrong eyes, poison. Harper showed it to me without anger, just concern. Is it starting again? She said quietly. Is hook my head. No. Promise you, whatever this is, I tends before our wedding day. I didn't respond to the number. Instead, I forward it to my lawyer and put extra security on the wedding location, because I had a feeling Olivia wasn't just playing cyber games anymore. Wedding day, it was perfect. The blue sky kissed the vineyards like a gift from the gods. Everyone was seated in the lavender fields. Harper shone in a dress. I couldn't have stared at longer if I tried. I was nervous, but not about her. So I had Devenu hire additional security and cross-check IDs on arrival, and it worked, almost. During rehearsals before the ceremony, Harper's cousin, Mila, came up to me and said, Hey, one of the flower girl handlers has a broken accent and keeps asking weird questions about you. She's wearing a shade hat but won't make much eye contact. I walked straight to the venue coordinator. Asked her where new floral support. Came through. She told me some own stepped into a group of vendors delivering extra arrangements from a local florist and claimed to have been sent last minute, no ID, just a white badge and a bundle of white orchids. My heart pounded. I rushed to the kitchen where she was last seen. She was gone. Security checked cameras and found her sneaking through the side sty well near the bridal preparia. We got there just in time. She was inside Harper's dressing room, holding Harper's veil, talking to herself, saying things like, he's not real, he's not ready for her, she'll know, he wasn't no longer. Harper stood frozen in the hallway as we spotted on the live comm. I walked in first. Olivia, she spun almost dreamily. I just want to help. Think you're being gust. Everything's fake. Everyone's fake. Security tackled her before I even stepped DF forward. She fought, kicked, screamed. Harper watched it all silently, and when she finally spoke, it was cold, firm. Don't ever mention his name to Megan. Police arrived 20 minutes later. She was arrested for violating their strain in Gorder unauthorized entry, falsifying credentials, and trespassing on private land. Turns out, she'd been in gaps from vendor Instagram story tracked our location and planned this for weeks. She had no plan to attack physically, but mentally, she wanted tostial peace. But she failed. 2 days later, we got married again. This one, legally. Small room, backyard, family, wine. Harper's laughter. No drama. No intrusions, justice, holding hands, writing our vows. And this line from Harper, Svo still burns into my heart. You wreath the only thing that could be pieced together from a shattered past and still shine brighter than gold? Yeah. I cried a little. Olivia's status now? Institutionalized for temporary mental observation. Harper and I don't wish her harm, but weda wish her distance. I think we all get that tone a final test before moving forward in life. Some people call it temptation. Some call it karma. I call it confirmation. That you survived, and you're not going back. Just when I thought it was over, Her family sent me a letter that shook everything I thought I knew. After the wedding and Olivia's arrest, Harper and I flew to Santorini for our honeymoon on blue waters, white walls, fresh air that felt like rebirth. We walked barefoot on the sand, eating grapes off wooden platters, watching the world burn slowly into the suns. At Lakita Weduson final favor, we were free, or so I thought. 2 weeks after returning home, I got a package mailed to her house. No sender. Just my name, handwritten. I almost said it. Thought it was junk. But inside was a letter and a photo. The letter was from Olivia's mother. It read, "Dear Ethan, I know I am the last person you expect to hear from, and I understand if you choose to discard this without reading. But I hope you don't. I am writing not to ask for forgiveness for my daughter, because what she suffered she has caused. But I am writing to tell you that you need to know something that may change the way you look at the past and your future." My hands went cold. Iriadon. During the last year, Olivia showed us a painting. She claimed it was from you. She painted it the week after your divorce. She called it the last safe place. When he asked her why, she just kept repeating, "Because he was safe, but it was my fault." Then she explained that the family had found Olivia's old journals. In one of those entries, she confessed to betraying me well before my RK, before the gym, before the struggles. 6 months after our wedding, with an old college flame, she wrote, "He didn't think Ethan would find out, and he didn't. But after that, he never looked at him the same, because he was good and I was rotting." Her own mother wrote this, "I won't defend her. I won't make excuses. But Ethan, you were never the problem. She was never strong enough to love herself. Lethal on deserving